encapsulating the history into some sort of book here, but rather it's somebody who was contemporary with the events, at least some of the events, because we know that Zerubbabel, who leads the first captives back, as a matter of fact, if you look at my outline there, Roman numeral 1, the return under Zerubbabel, that's the first 6 chapters, and then there's a return under Ezra. Well, there was years went by from the return of Zerubbabel to the return of Ezra, who leads the second charge back to the promised land to rebuild the temple. Anyhow, or the temple has been rebuilt and Ezra brings more captives back. So anyhow, we find then in this first section that Cyrus made a decree that the Jews should return. There's a census of those that were returning. Oh, by the way, if you look at the very top paragraph, Ezra and Nehemiah form a unit, et cetera, I put there, and this is probably not quite accurate, at where it says, however, given the time frame, about halfway down, given the time frame of Ezra and Nehemiah, Artaxerxes did not reign for another 50 years. That's probably closer to about 70 years, 75 years. So anyway, that's probably in error there in terms of the historical backdrop. So anyway, be that as it may, that's one of the things that makes the book of Ezra a little bit unique, because in chapter 4, all of a sudden you find Artaxerxes in the middle of the book when supposedly all this stuff's happening when Darius the Mede, Cyrus, the king of Persia, who is reigning in 536 BC. He says you can go back to your land. They start rebuilding the temple. They're only a couple of years into this building, and all of a sudden Artaxerxes shows up and tells them to quit building the wall. Well, that's not until the book of Nehemiah. So it looks